thank you for taking a few moments in the Word with me today. I have been looking forward to being with you. I have something that's been stirring in my heart for the last couple days. I want to read to you from John chapter 15, beginning with verse 12. This is in the Passion Translation. It says, "So this is my command, love each other deeply as much as I've loved you. For the greatest love of all is a love that sacrifices all. And this great love is demonstrated when a person sacrifices his life for his friends. You show that you're my intimate friends when you obey all I command you. I've never called you servants because the master doesn't confide in his servants, and servants don't always understand what the master's doing. But I call you my most intimate and cherished friends, for I revealed to you everything that I've heard from my Father. You didn't choose me, but I've chosen and commissioned you to go into the world to bear fruit, and your fruit will last, because whatever you ask of my Father for my sake, he will give it to you. So this is my parting command, love one another deeply." Now, when he says this is his parting command, he's really emphasizing that and wanting to get that across to his disciples, that they're to love one another, not just love one another, but love one another deeply. Now, hear me on this. There's no denying that we're to serve God and obey his commands. He's worthy of serving and obeying just because he is God Almighty, and we're called to do that. But see, you and I, we're a people who tend to be task-oriented, and we want to get the job done. Whatever it is that he's told us to do, we want to get it done, as it should be. Some of us grew up performing to earn applause, approvals from our parents, and sometimes even earning their love. We would get the good grades for the applaud, for the approval. We would do chores around the house to earn approval, and to maybe even earn love, or what was perceived love, from our parents. But see, when love is unconditional, then we cannot earn love. We cannot earn friendship. Perhaps he's saying that because we're his intimate friends, we obey his commands. See, I'm going to always serve him, and I'll always obey his commands. I'll always obey his commands to love even my worst enemies. And by pure obedience, I can do what love does. By pure obedience, I can be patient. I can be kind. I can bite my tongue and not say what I feel like saying, etc. By pure obedience, I can complete the ministry assignment. By pure obedience, I can intercede and do all that he's assigned me to do. But I will bring substance to this if it flows from my intimacy with him. Through intimacy, I hear him, and I know what his desires are, and then that becomes my desires. If I delight myself in him, he gives me the desires of my heart, and so his desires become my desires. Now, my serving him, I serve him. My serving him has a depth to it, and it's joy, and it's not just a task that I have to get done. It's so easy to go from serving as his intimate friend to being task-oriented, because it's so easy to get caught up in getting the job done that we need to accomplish, that we forget that it's flowing, or should be flowing, from intimacy and friendship. But see, in this passage here that I read to you, he reminds us of a secret on how to flow from intimacy instead of just raw obedience. He says, "You've not chosen me, but I've chosen you." So that sounds very similar to me from 1 John chapter 4 and verse 19, where it says, "We love him because he first loved us." The secret is this. The secret is in soaking and receiving his love. We must keep he loved us first. If we draw into his presence and allow his love to saturate us, then our love for him will flow from that, will increase, and our love for others. His love will saturate us in his love for him and for others. So, child of God, don't be just servants. Be intimate friends who serve because they love God.